Rebo is an ancient village located more than 1,000 meters above sea level in the central part of Flores Island in Indonesia. The village is known for its unique thatched conical houses that resemble giant hats. The village of Rebo is surrounded by dense forests, green rice terraces, and volcanic mountains. It is also famous for its rich culture and traditions that have been preserved for centuries. The village of Rebo is one of the most amazing and picturesque places in the world. It attracts many tourists, journalists, photographers, and researchers who want to learn more about this unique community. However, the Rebo village also faces a number of issues and challenges related to preserving its heritage, ecology, and sustainability. In this video, we will tell you about Rebo village, its history, architecture, culture, current status, and outlook. We hope you find this video interesting and useful, and that it inspires you to visit this village above the clouds, or at least learn more about it. The village of Rebo has a long and fascinating history that is linked to the history of the island of Flores and the whole of Indonesia. Legend has it that the village was founded over 1,000 years ago by the ancestors of the Manggarai people, who lived in the mountains and worshipped the spirits of nature. They built their homes on top of the hill to protect themselves from enemies and disease, and to be closer to the sky and their ancestors. The Rebo village has been isolated from the outside world for centuries. It has not been influenced by the various colonizers such as the Portuguese, Dutch, and Japanese who came and went from the island of Flores. The village also escaped the influence of Islam and Christianity that spread to other parts of Indonesia. The village kept its own religion, language, customs, and laws. The Rebo village was only open to the public in 1998 when the Indonesian government conducted a project to develop tourism in the region. Since then, the village has attracted the attention of many people who were amazed by its beauty and uniqueness. The village has also been recognized by UNESCO, which included it in the World Heritage List in 2012. Rebo village is a living testimony of the ancient history and culture of the Manggarai people, which has been preserved over the centuries. It also exemplifies the harmony between man and nature, which is inspiring and respectful. The village of Rebo has its own distinct architecture and culture that sets it apart from other villages on the island of Flores. The most notable element of the village's architecture is its conical houses called Immerse, which means house with 5 spires. These houses are built of wood, bamboo, and thatch, and are up to 15 meters high. They have 5 levels, each with its own meaning and function. For example, the lowest level is used to store food and livestock, while the highest level is used to store sacred objects and rituals. Each house can accommodate up to 8 families who live in separate rooms around a central fire. The roof of the house symbolizes the 7 levels of the cosmos through which ancestral souls ascend. Each house also has a sacred stone that keeps the spirit of the house and protects its inhabitants. Rebo village also has its own culture, which is based on respect for nature, ancestors, and community. The villagers follow a system of customary law called Panda, which regulates all aspects of life such as marriage, inheritance, land rights, and rituals. The villagers also practice various ceremonies and festivals that mark important events in a person's life and the year. For example, every 5 years, a Penti ceremony is held to give thanks for the harvest and ask for prosperity. During this ceremony, villagers decorate their homes with flowers, cloth, and fruit, and offer sacrifices of pigs, chickens, and buffalo. Rebo village is a living museum of the ancient architecture and culture of the Manggarai people, which is striking in its originality and beauty. It is also an example of how one can preserve their identity and values in the modern world. Rebo village has faced many changes and challenges in recent decades with the development of tourism, economy, education, and infrastructure. On the one hand, tourism has brought many benefits to the village, such as income, jobs, improved living conditions, and recognition by the global community. On the other hand, Tourism has also created a number of problems, such as pollution, water scarcity, loss of traditions, and conflicts with other villages. Rebo Village is trying to find a balance between preserving its heritage and adapting to the modern world. The villagers are actively involved in the decision-making process concerning the development of the village. They also cooperate with various organizations such as the government, UNESCO, NGOs, and universities that support the village in areas such as environmental protection, education, health, and cultural heritage. Rebo Village has great potential for sustainable development if it can utilize its resources and opportunities wisely and responsibly. It can also become an example for other villages and communities facing similar situations. Rebo Village is not only a village above the clouds, but also a village with a vision for the future. In this article, we have told you about Rebo Village, its history, architecture, culture, current status, and future prospects. We hope you found this article interesting and useful, and that it has inspired you to visit this village above the clouds, or at least learn more about it. The village of Rebo is a unique and valuable heritage of humanity that deserves attention and respect. It is also an example of how one can live in harmony with nature and their roots without losing their identity and values in the modern world. The Rebo Village shows us that there is much beauty and wisdom in ancient cultures that we can learn and appreciate. We thank you for your attention and interest in Rebo Village. We invite you to share your thoughts and impressions about this video in the comments below. We are also happy to answer your questions and suggestions. Thanks for watching and see you soon.